All right, so today we're diving deep into something I think we can all relate to. It's that feeling of, when you're chasing a dream
Right.
and it feels like it's maybe slipping away or maybe you're hitting some roadblocks.
Oh, for sure.
And we're going to use this YouTube video as kind of our jumping off point.
Okay.
It's called Focus on Yourself, Not Others. All caps.
I like it.
Very motivational, very like in your face kind of thing.
Yeah, get you pumped.
Yeah. So we're going to take that and kind of see like what are some of the psychological takeaways
Okay, cool.
that we can, apply to our own lives.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of the things that really stuck out to me was right out of the gate, this video talks about embracing the challenge.
Right.
And it even says like fall in love with the process.
Yeah.
Which is so interesting because, I think a lot of times we're so focused on the end goal. The thing we want to achieve.
The shiny result.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But what about the day-to-day? Like,
Actually,
how do you actually, like, enjoy the grind?
I think that is the biggest question, because if you don't enjoy it and it's something that you want to do long term,
Right.
it's going to be really hard to stick with it.
Yeah.
And I think it comes down to kind of a mindset shift, like thinking about it.
Okay.
If you're trying to learn a new skill, right? Let's say you want to learn how to play piano.
Okay.
The end goal is like playing this complex piece, flawlessly.
Yeah.
But every time you mess up, you're like, oh, I'm so bad at this.
Right.
But if you think about it as like, okay, every day I'm getting a little bit better,
Right. You're improving.
I'm enjoying this process of like, hitting the wrong notes and then figuring out the right notes.
It's the journey, not the destination.
Exactly. Yeah.
And this video also doesn't shy away from this idea of like unwavering belief.
Right.
It's very much like you have to make up your mind. And like that's like don't let anything shake you from that.
Don't question it.
Yeah.
And that's really interesting because it ties into this idea in psychology called self-efficacy.
Which is basically the belief in your own ability to succeed.
Okay.
So it's not just like, oh, I'm going to think positive and it'll happen.
Right.
It's more like I'm going to believe in myself and I'm going to back it up with action.
Right.
And the video actually goes into this and talks about visualization.
Okay.
And this idea that writing causes thinking and thinking creates an image.
Oh, that's interesting.
So when you write down your goals,
Yeah.
you're kind of making it real in a way.
Right.
And then when you think about it and visualize yourself achieving that goal, you're actually strengthening that self-efficacy.
It's like you're telling your brain, like, this is going to happen.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Get on board.
Get ready.
And then the video goes even further and talks about, the body has limitations. The mind does not.
Yeah.
Which is so interesting because I think especially nowadays we're so focused on the physics.
It's all about biohacking and,
right,
all this.
Optimizing your body.
Yeah, the goods.
What about the mind?
Right.
Like you can have the most physically fit body in the world.
Yeah.
But if you don't have the mental fortitude, you're not going to get very far.
And you think about like historical figures who've, achieved these incredible things often in the face of, physical limitations or whatever.
Yeah, like, people who maybe they had a physical disability or they were, told they couldn't do something.
Right.
But because of their mindset, because of that belief in themselves, they were able to achieve it.
And this video really emphasizes too, like, failure is a stepping stone.
Oh, absolutely.
It uses this analogy of like a basketball game.
Okay.
It says to understand how to hit the game when it's shot, you got to miss the game when it's shot.
You got to miss some shots to make some shots.
Yeah, I think you're going to fail. You're going to mess up.
That's how you learn.
Yeah.
And that's where this idea of grit comes in.
Okay.
Which is this concept that was kind of popularized by this psychologist, Angela Duckworth. And grit is basically passion and perseverance.
Okay.
Like sticking with something, even when it's hard.
Even when it sucks.
Even when it's, yeah, and the video is totally aligned with that.
Right.
Like those missed shots, those failures.
Yeah.
Those are data points. Like, okay, I missed this shot. Why did I miss it?
How can I improve?
How can I adjust so next time I make it?
So it's about like embracing the whole thing?
The whole roller coaster.
Yeah, that's the downs.
The failures, the successes.
Yeah.
It's all part of it.
And this idea of a relentless attitude?
Yeah.
How do you see that like playing out?
Okay, well, the video uses this analogy of the road to success always being under construction.
Okay.
Which I love because
it's going to be messed up.
It's always going to be messed up.
Yeah.
You're always going to hit detours, roadblocks, things are going to come up.
Right.
But it's that ability to like, oh, okay, this is just a detour.
It's not the end.
It's not the end. I'm going to find a way around it.
Yeah.
And this ties into this idea called learned optimism, which is basically training yourself to interpret challenges as opportunities for growth.
Not the end of the world.
Exactly.
So basically what we've learned today is you got to get your mind right.
Yeah, mindset is everything.
You got to be ready for the ups and the downs.
Embrace the mess.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a straight line to success.
No, it's going to be squiggly and messy and...
You're going to take some wrong turns.
Yeah.
You're going to hit some dead ends.
And that's okay.
But it's how you respond to those that's really going to determine
whether you make it or not.
Whether you make it, yeah.
So before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a thought.
Okay.
And it goes back to what we were talking about with the visualization.
Mm-hmm.
Close your eyes and just picture yourself achieving your biggest goal.
Ooh, I like it.
What does that look like?
Yeah.
How does it feel? What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
And hold on to that image.
Yeah.
Let that be the fuel for your journey.
Love it.
All right. See you next time.
See ya. Bye. Bye.